Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Well, after 4 years and a half, my Orbit B-Hyve Sprinkler Controller went offline, and I wasn't able to get it back to connect to my Wi-Fi. I did soft and hard resets multiple times and it will not connect anymore. I guess it is time for a replacement. When the Wyze Sprinkler Controller was announced by Wyze, I bought it then. And now I would just realize that I ordered it last November 2020 and I didn't receive it until December of 2021. And that was more than a year wait. At that time, my Orbit was working still, and when I saw that Wyze has some type of subscription on it, I decided not to install it. Also, as you have known me, I tend to use and keep on using product that works even how old it is. Fast forward today. Well, my Orbit is done and I have the Wyze Sprinkler Controller in a shelf. It is time to replace it, and let's see if I can run my sprinklers without subscribing to Wyze Sprinkler Plus subscription, which is just weather-based scheduling. In the end, I'll tell you the best sensor that will know when to water or not to water your lawn, so keep on watching. Before we dive in, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you and I appreciate it. So let's unbox this. But first, the features. Water anywhere using the Wyze app. You can add and edit schedules from the app. Easy install. Customizable zones. Offline schedules, sunrise, sunset settings, and I'm not sure why you need that. And important to note, you need to have an irrigation system. Not compatible with index valves, and this is not weatherproof. I know Wyze sells a separate weatherproof box for this, but lucky for me, I have my controller inside the garage, so I don't need it. You also get a year of Sprinkler Plus, which I'll probably not activate, and we'll see what the limitations are if there are any if you don't subscribe. We will see. Inside, I have a voucher for the 1-year Sprinkler Plus subscription, and we have a quick start guide. And I got a sticker because I bought this in pre-order. You have some labels for your wiring. We have the controller itself, and I'm not really fond of the shiny fingerprint magnet front here. We have some buttons on the side to manually water, and you can select which zones and to stop watering. On the back, we have labeled terminals. We have the white common terminal, and the green ones are for the zones up to 8, and I only have 4, and another C wire, and the gray ones I guess are for the sensors. And we have the power port 24 volts. What else is inside the box? We have the mounting bracket, we have the power adapter 24 volts 1 amp, we have the mounting screws and plastic anchors, and we have some Velcro straps for wire management. Time to install this, which I need to remove my old B-Hyve first. And before pulling out the wires, I just need to label them with the included stickers from Wyze, especially the zones, so that I'll not get confused which zones is which. I only have 4 zones, which are the red wires and 1 common white wire. I'll need to unscrew the controller and pull out the wires from the bottom. I need to screw in the mount of the Wyze sprinkler using the 2 included screws. I just then need to wire in the wires on their corresponding terminals, 1 to 4 red wires for the zones, and the white terminal to the white common wire. And that's it. That easy. I just need to plug in the power supply and turn this around and snap it on the bracket. And this is ready to be set up. Open up the Wyze app and click the plus sign to add a device. Click home and choose Wyze Sprinkler. And there will be a step-by-step guide if you want, like taking a picture of your wiring. And to put in how many wires are connected, which I have 4 and 1 common wire. Then we will add the sprinkler to the app. Select your Wi-Fi network and type in your password and wait until it is added. Name your sprinkler and let's set up the zones. Turn on zone 1 and verify if water is on. And what I can do is pull up my live camera feed in my front yard. Yep, it is working. Click yes, and you can rename the zone if you want. Then choose which plants are in the zone, which are all grass of mine, warm season grass. Click next. And what type of spray heads, and I have fixed spray heads on this zone. So I have to do the same process on my other 3 zones, which settings should be the same except for my 3rd zone, which uses rotor heads instead of fixed. And they will also be the ones that will be needing more time when I schedule because they have more area to water. Now time to program a schedule, and this will be different depending on your needs. And I'm not a lawn or gardening channel, but the main idea here is that in watering lawns is to water long but less often, so that the roots will grow deeper, and watering less frequently will make it drought resistant. The thing that you need to be aware of is water runoff. You need to give time for the water to seep into the ground. So just don't schedule 20 minutes in one area in one cycle. I'll just show you the quick settings in the app. Go and click the sprinkler icon and you will see your zones and the history when the sprinkler last ran. You can click on a zone or click the water icon here if you want to manually turn on the sprinklers. And you can select zones you want to turn on and also set the time for this manual run. I'll then show you how to set a schedule. Click the gear icon to get to the settings and click schedule. Create a schedule. We'll choose fixed, name it, which I'll name mine Summer 1. Then in zones and duration, you can select which zones, which I'll change the time on some zones because I'll do a couple of cycles. Then you can set the days you want to water, and I'll choose twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Then I'll start it early in the morning at 4 a.m. and click save. Instead of using the Plus subscription to cycle and soak, just add another schedule to run after the first schedule is finished. So on mine, I'll make another schedule to start around 4:30. You can create as many schedules as you want, which I'll do another schedule just for the main backyard lawn, just because it uses rotary sprinklers and it has a wider area to water. And I don't think I will have an issue with water runoffs here because all the water goes into the ground. And now you will see in the main sprinkler page that the next run will be on the 18th at 4 a.m. And if there's any change in the weather, like if it will rain that day, I can easily skip the schedule. As to the Sprinkler Plus or to any automated watering programs that other brands offer, the best sensor to monitor your lawn if you need to water or if you watered too much is you. No AI or any weather-based scheduling can replace that. I did try the smart watering schedule of my Orbit B-Hyve before, and what it did was scheduled short time watering like 1 or 2 minute runs multiple times a day and almost every day. Then I eventually decided to turn it off. I like that Wyze Sprinkler is pretty customizable as to schedules and every basic feature of the controller works, and they didn't cripple it. They also have an offline schedule just in case, or I guess they already anticipated that there will be instances that the sprinkler will be offline. But at least you can program a schedule that will run when that happens. We will see how long this controller will last, and I'll make an update video if any issue arises. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.